some gemstone jewelry as well. And now we're also live on the Shop LC website, shoplc.com, and Facebook and Instagram. So hey, to all you out there as well. To repeat myself, hi, I'm Casey Ford. This is the Shop LC live stream. We've got amazing gold deals today. I can't wait to share with you. And we're going to start with an Italian Serpentina necklace in 10 karat yellow gold, 1.25 grams of 10 karat yellow gold, and a 20-inch chain. This is a particularly thin chain. It's nice and petite and elegant. It is just about 1 millimeter, maybe about 0.08 millimeters. It's going to be very difficult for me to show you the link on this because it's so intricate and it's so petite in its own way, but that makes it so beautiful. And it just means that the craftsmanship that has to go into making those links, it's like a itty bitty 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 twisted rope chain. Although we're calling it a Serpentina, an Italian Serpentina weighing in at 1.25 grams. Now let me tell you the deal about Shop LC, and let me tell you the deal about the live stream. We have a live 24/7, 365 television broadcast that goes out all the time, but then I get the leftovers of that. I know that doesn't sound so great, the leftovers, but it's really an amazing deal for you because these are low quantity items that it's not worth it to put it on a national broadcast. So we bring it out to you for a couple hours. I'll be here from 2 o'clock Central to 4 p.m. Central, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock Eastern, or whatever your time zone is, you can figure it out. But anyways, we take those items that we have low in quantity, we put them on the live stream, and then we give you a discount code that you're going to use at checkout. That discount code is Live25. You're going to hear me say Live25 about 200 times during this live stream because I want to make sure that you don't miss out on that. I want to make sure that you take advantage of that deal and that you get your 25% off anything that you happen to buy from the live stream. That is in effect for at least 24 hours. Sometimes we let it slide a little bit longer, and you can still use that code for 48 hours after the broadcast. So if you're not watching me live, if you're catching a recap of it, that's cool too. The deals are still live, but the whole thing is we want you to get in and we want you to save money on gold jewelry today. So here we are with our Italian Serpentina necklace, 10 karat yellow gold. As I said, we have a nice, simple, easy to use lobster claw clasp that I can just, if it wasn't so long, these 20 inches of gold. Nice and simple, nice and easy. You get your chain. Once it pops up here, I'll try my best to show you a little bit more about the link with my little teacher mode with my ruler, but we're not quite there yet, are we? Anyways, what do we have here on the TikTok? Christia, thanks for joining in. Thanks to anybody who decides to join me, Casey Ford. Please comment. Please let me know if there's anything off to the side here that you want to make sure that I get to. I've got rubies. I've got aquamarines. I've got a massive Ethiopian well opal that I really can't wait to get to. That's one of my favorite gemstones. We have tanzanite. We have turquoisite. We have yellow sapphire. We have a mixed, what was this one? The barrel cut with the Luxoro and a flex band. Yeah, we've got a lot of great jewelry to get to. We have a lot of other gold chains, a gold pendant, gold hoop earrings, big massive hoop earrings. Ooh, and some aquamarines I'm seeing up here near the top. So we've got a nice variety of jewelry. We're going to get to it. Anyways, here's the other thing about stacking deals when it comes to this live stream. I already told you about that Live 25 discount, but your estimated retail value on your Serpentina chain is $650. That's what it says on the website. And if you're interested in this and you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, you're going to comment sold 101 in the chat. And when you do that, all that means is behind the scenes, I got Elias doing all the clicks and the clacks and the bleeps and the bloops and doing all the stuff behind the scenes. He's just going to make sure that you get sent to your DM a link to our website so you can look at the same product description page that I'm looking at. It's just like any e-commerce site. From there, you can check out, use that Live25 code so you can see all the same details that I'm looking at off to the side here. I'm not staring off into space. I'm making sure I'm getting the details right for you. But anyways, estimated retail replacement value on this one is $650. Then we marked this down to $210. But then we decided to put it on clearance for some reason and took it all the way down to $178.49. You would think, oh, well, okay, you already put it on clearance. I'm not going to be able to use that Live25 discount code, right? Wrong. You can still use Live25. And when you do, that's going to take your price all the way down to $133.87. $133.87. And wow, for this chain, 20 inches of gold. I mean, go to any jeweler, any local retailer, ask to see their gold chains. Particularly, this one being 1.25 grams, 20 inches. Beautiful craftsmanship, Italian crafted at that. We recently sent, I'm usually on the other side of the cameras. I work with the video department here and manage some of them. And we recently sent one of our videographers to Italy to the Vincenzoro show to basically just document, try to talk to some of the vendors and the craftsmen and the people who make this jewelry. He also had the opportunity to meet up with and interview Gaia Perez, one of our jewelry designers out there, and yeah, just had a great time. Actually, he got engaged while he was out there. He proposed to his girlfriend, so that was awesome as well. And he did it with a lab-grown diamond. I know we have lab-grown diamond shows coming up throughout the week, and I'm going to see if I can show this. It's a little tricky, and yes, I know it's in the plasma there, but it's just the pixels in that. But look at how well this is made, where if I just give it a little bit of a twist, it's so durable, it's not going to stretch or damage it, but you can see how those little loops, those little twists in the almost rope serpentina setting. It's almost like not a double helix like DNA, but like a single helix. But you can see how those different loops, that spiral staircase, gets narrower as I twist and then widens out as I twist. I mean, you can't do that unless you have high quality, unless you have solid craftsmanship with it. But again, $133.87 for a gold chain. And this is one of the more petite chains that we have. It's beautiful, it's nice, it's elegant, but we also have some very large links. We have all kinds of larger, heavier, even more intricate pieces as we go along. But as you know, gold is going to be primarily, the price and the value is going to be based on the weight. This being one of our lighter ones, this is going to be one of our more affordable options. You can get back down to those testimonials. I was about to get to those, Elias. Yes, and this is also very well reviewed on our website. We have Kathleen, who gave it 5 stars and said, pretty, it's a very nice necklace, bought it for her granddaughter who just started high school. That's great, Kathleen. I mean, that's the thing, too. I mean, how many, at prices like this, at only $133.87, I mean, you can even consider giving it to somebody who's just starting high school. And that's going to make them feel so good about themselves. I imagine Kathleen's granddaughter just felt so good. It just felt so, I mean, you're not an adult yet. You're still a young adult at that point. But to be able to go to school wearing your gold chain that was given to you by your grandmother and just feel like you're starting a new chapter of your life. What a great, I'm so glad that you did that for your granddaughter, Kathleen. That's phenomenal. And Edna, she also gave it a 5-star review and said it's part of a gift. She didn't say for who. I don't think she wanted us to spoil the surprise for whomever is going to receive this beautiful serpentina chain for just $133.87. What a fantastic value. Ooh, and just which one is going to be next, Elias? Not that we necessarily need to move on quite yet, or we can.
Yes, let's actually give them a ring option. We're going to do our turquoisite next.
Ooh, turquoisite. We're going to try to intersperse. We'll have some of our solid gold pieces and chains, but we're going to keep interspersing that with our jewelry. Well, not that it isn't all jewelry, it is, but your rings, your gemstone jewelry. This one being your turquoisite. Wow. And this one being a round cut turquoisite. I know I'm going to have the information to tell me, but I want to confirm it right now with my ruler. Yes, this is a 9mm round. A 9mm round cut turquoisite. Let me tell you about turquoisite. Turquoisite is a single source gemstone mined from, you guessed it, Turkey. And it's also known as Turkish diaspore. It is from a diaspore family. This gemstone goes by many other names. Other companies are trying to sell this, trying to market it, trying to make a lot of money off of it like anybody is. So they've gone with different branded names. That's usually connected with royalty. I'm not going to say them out loud because I would get in trouble, but they trademarked. They decided to spend their money marketing and trademarking and paying fees and doing this, as opposed to naming it something that's in the public domain and passing the savings on to you. So yeah, look up different royalty style names for a gemstone that comes from Turkey and changes color, and you'll see what I mean, because you're going to see that they've marked up their prices because they've put that name on it. We call it turquoisite here, honoring the source where it comes from, but it is a color change gemstone. I'm just under some tube lighting today. We're not using the same, I'm under the fluorescent lighting. We're not using the same ones that we typically do. So I'm seeing more of like a brownish almondy color with some soft greens kind of perpetuating throughout. But you're going to see how this is a little bit more of a softer green gray, but then you can see in my finger it's going to be a little more brownish. Maybe it's turned a little bit different for these phone cameras, but either way, just so you understand that this is a gemstone that tends to show between lemon limey yellows and greens all the way to kind of auburny, darker brown colors. But it tends to stick to these autumnal, organic, natural colors. But that's the shift in color that you're going to see as you look at your ring in different lights all throughout wherever you decide to go, whether it be candlelight, whether it be sunlight, whether it be moonlight. You know, this ring is going to constantly surprise you and just bring out various different colors in different ways. This is also set in 14 karat yellow gold. This is part of our Luxoro line. We are a vertically integrated company. We manufacture everything. We go straight to the source. We've got footage. At least you don't need to pull it up because we only have the one ring. But we've been to the mines to see how the operations go. And we get the rough right from there. We send it to our factories in Jaipur, India, the jewelry manufacturing capital of the world. Once they're done putting it into these beautiful rings, they send it directly to our warehouse, which is about, what would we say, 150 feet to my left, right over there. They bring it out to me so I can present it to you. And if you do sold 102 and decide to follow through with your purchase, it will get shipped directly to your door. We cut out the middlemen, and that means that we pass savings on to you. But not only do you get that 9mm round cut turquoisite at the center, you're also going to be receiving diamonds. Diamonds in a halo around your round cut turquoisite. Then you have kind of a half moon of diamonds surrounding another round cut diamond on each shoulder. Oh, and then guess what? Even more diamonds cascade down the shoulders. So when we have such a beautiful piece like this, when a beautiful gemstone like turquoisite, we really want to honor that gemstone by surrounding it with all that sparkle and to show that, hey, we mean business with this. Setting it in 14 karat yellow gold. I'm going to show you the under gallery on this too, just to make the point. This is going to feel so comfortable on your finger when you wear it. Thank you, Precious, for joining on TikTok, and Monetta, and Margie, and Deadfish, and SB. Nice to have people out there watching the live stream. I want to hear from you. How's your day going? I'm so happy here in Austin, Texas that the weather's finally getting a little bit cooler. I'm not sweating the second I step outside like I was for about 5 months straight, 6 months maybe, out there. It's clear nights too. I got some great photos of the moon last night with this little telescope thing I have for my phone. But I want to know how your day's going. I want to know what you're interested in seeing. I just want to hear what's going on with you. So let me know. We have two. Ooh, where are the baguette cut diamonds? Are they hiding diamonds on me again? Sometimes we get so carried away with the details. Sometimes we get so carried away with just putting diamonds any which way. I think they might be referring to those as those round cuts on the shoulders. But there's over 40 diamonds in your piece. The total gem weight is 4 carats, and your gram weight on this is 4.15 grams. Because this is a gold show, so that gold matters. And this being 14 karat yellow gold. But anyways, that's enough about the turquoisite, that's enough about the diamonds, that's enough about the gold. We're going to get to your price on this, because I know you want to know, how much are you going to be saving today on this? Well, this is another one. You're going to use that Live 25 discount code at checkout, and that's going to take... Okay. We're starting with your everyday low Shop LC price of $2,659.99. But you're not going to pay anywhere near that. After your Live 25 discount code, it takes your price all the way down to $1,994.77. So we got this one under $2,000. Under $2,000 for a color change gemstone. That's so rare. There's so many color shift gemstones. There's pleochroic gemstones. But something that actually changes color in the light. Depending on how you look at it, it's just magnificent. Again, that round cut 9mm. Round cut is such a wasteful cut. Most gemstones want to be an oval, so anything that's not an oval cut is considered a fancy cut in the jewelry industry. And even though it seems like, well, it's just a circle, Casey, like what's the big deal? The big deal is that you have to leave a lot of rough material on the cutting room floor. Usually cutting room floor is on the film side and the video side that I'm on, but not this time. This time we're actually talking about the cutting room floor. But yeah, that round cut, a little bit wasteful. So I always say when you use a round cut, you need to use it with intentionality. And that's what they've done here. That's why there's all these round cut diamonds. That's why they want to do a perfect circle of diamonds around it. It's a stunning piece. And just to go back to what I was saying about how other companies are calling this gemstone something different, they want this to be the next Tanzanite. They want this to take off in the marketplace, and it probably will someday. But buy what you love, buy what strikes out to you and makes you feel beautiful and fabulous. But at the end of the day, it's kind of an opportunity to get in on an initial public offering almost. It's almost like an IPO offering on a gemstone that, in my opinion, has not yet reached its peak. It just doesn't have the consumer awareness yet. But once it does, everyone's going to want to get their hands on it. And by the time they do, like I said, it's a single source gemstone. They're not finding this anywhere else. So that's going to really put a crimp on the supply. If the demand goes up, so will the prices. So this might be one of your few chances in life to get a turquoisite in a beautiful 14 karat yellow gold ring with diamonds for under $2,000. Don't miss that one. Now we're going to be moving on to a Madagascar yellow sapphire. And this one, actually mildly similar design. So if you are just a little bit scared, oh, I've really never heard of turquoisite and I'm going to look it up, Casey, but I got to do my research first. Go ahead and do that. You can always come back and buy that one anyway. That one was sold 102. Now we're on to comment sold 103. And this one, your yellow sapphire ring, this one also comes with the Accredited Gemological Institute Jewelry ID Report. I love these things. A, because they make my job easy, and B, because it means you don't have to take my word for it. This is an independent laboratory that goes over all of your pieces and says what they are, so that it's not just me guessing, it's not just me making things up. I'm just going to read it. Luxoro, that's our brand, 14 karat yellow gold, AAA, yellow sapphire and diamond ring. Gemstone, yellow sapphire, shape, round, size, 6 millimeter. Carat, 1.05. So it's a 6 millimeter, 1.05 carat yellow sapphire at the center of your ring here. AAA color, very slightly included clarity, which is a phenomenal clarity. Cut, excellent. Then you have diamonds, 45 points of diamonds, full cut. But the really cool thing about your AGI report, and I know it's going to be mirror image for you, I'm just going to hold it up to prove it to you, is that at the bottom there, by my thumb, you have your estimated retail replacement value price, and that says $5,500. So that means if you want to take this to an appraiser, you want to take this to get insured, bring this along, because it's already been given an estimated retail replacement value. But $5,500, you're probably going, oh geez, I can't pay $5,500 today. Well, you're not going to, not even anywhere near that. Our everyday low price on this ring is $1,729.99. But you're smart. You're going to use that Live 25 discount code, and when you do, that's going to take your price all the way down to $1,297.49. Just $1,297.49 for, again, your yellow sapphire, 6 millimeter, round. I already talked about round cut with our turquoisite and how that's, you have to use the round cut with intentionality. But again, we did. It's perfect with this design, which is simple, but elegant and just stately. Just having this double halo of round cut diamonds. What was the carat weight on those diamonds? It was 45 points. You have nearly half a carat of diamonds. I mean, oh, and then you gotta get back to budget pay. But think about getting a diamond ring that has nearly half a carat of diamonds in it, and getting that diamond ring for less than $1,300. But you also get the yellow sapphire at the center. And let me tell you about budget pay. I haven't even mentioned budget pay yet, and we're already on the third item. Budget pay means it's we're not going to do a credit check on you. We're not going to do anything like that. You just click the box at checkout, and that allows you to split your payments into 5 equal monthly payments, interest-free, no fees up front, nothing like that. And that's going to split your payment into 5 equal payments of $259.50. So basically $260 per month for 5 months, and this yellow sapphire is yours. I got KC Undercover. Well, my name's KC. You've got the initials KC. That's a little, you ever go to like Starbucks and well, you might go to Starbucks and actually get the right thing, but I'll go to Starbucks and like as opposed to spelling out KC, I just get the initials KC. I mean, it's like a game. I know they do it on purpose at this point. But yeah, let me show you that ring again and just try to show it so it doesn't get too much of that. I'm getting a little bit of a blue reflection off of the monitor to my side here.
Shines bright like a yellow sun.
It shines bright like a yellow sun, says Elias. But yeah, just the way that it's not the most flattering light out here. I know I always say that, but the reason I don't even want the light to get any more flattering is that nothing can really do it justice until you get to see it with your own eyes. I'm born in Austin, but from Western New York, right near Niagara Falls, and it's kind of like Niagara Falls. You can look at a picture of Niagara Falls and, oh wow, gee, yeah, the water, it's going down. But it's really, until you experience it with your own eyes, until you're there and you can hear it, and you get, not that you're going to hear this ring. You better not hear this ring. If it talks to you, then, well, see a professional. But I hope you get the point. Seeing it with your own eyes, experiencing it, putting it on your own finger, that's when you really understand what you've got here. And I can only do so much of it justice in trying to explain the quality, the beauty, and the experience of being around this one. So don't let the limitations of my words hold you back from the beauty of this ring. Another point I just want to make, you might be able to see it better here, but there's this beautiful kind of cross-hatching texture going down the shoulders of this particular ring. I'm going to come up as close as I can to the cameras while in focus and see if you can see that. Not so sure. I got 2 phone cameras here too, so I'm doing my best to get the best spot for both of you. If you're like, why can't he find the center of the camera? Well, because I'm trying to find the off center of 2 cameras at the same time. But anyways, beautiful ring. Beautiful ring set in 14 karat gold. Again, part of our Luxoro brand. I think we're going to have some Ileana's later on, or so I'm guessing. But we are now going back to our
Gold piece.
gold.
This is a Texas tooth.
Gold, gold, gold. Beautiful gold pendant. No embellishments needed. Ooh, I had not understood just how strong the mirror finish on this pendant is. This is an Italian-made 14mm grande flower necklace in 10 karat yellow gold, 1.6 grams with an 18-inch chain. The chain comes with it. It's got a jump ring clasp right here, nice and simple, easy to operate. If I can do it right now live while talking into a camera without missing a beat, and I do sometimes miss a beat, then you know it's easy to use. And if for some reason you struggle with clasps, hey, just go to our website, go to shoplc.com. We have magnetic clasps that you can install onto this, make it nice and even easier to put on. But that's available on the website, not in my show at the moment. But here, let me put this on the back of my hand. It's almost going to look dark because the back wall behind these phones is dark, but it's there. You can see how I'm catching the light, how I'm catching that reflection. So look at how intense that mirror finish is on the petals of your flower, in your flower necklace. But then, along the edge of that mirror polished, mirror finished gold, you have that, it's almost a mill grain, but it's simple beadwork that is going to glow a little bit more. So it's still high polish, but it's not as reflective because they're rounded surface. Not the flat mirror, but are those even elevated above? Okay, this show's really going to challenge my vocabulary, my ability to describe things that aren't so simple to show. But this is almost like a little tent. The kind of bead texturing, this portion, just that flower shape, is elevated about 0.5 millimeter above a flat mirror finished surface. So it's not as simple as this looks, quite frankly. I'll try again, but you can see how it's almost domed because those beads kind of come up to a point, like it's a small flattened tent almost. But that gives it a lot more dimensionality. It kind of creates this little optical illusion when you're looking right at it. And again, the chain is included. Your everyday low Shop LC price on this one is $270, but you're going to use that Live 25 discount code. And when you do, that gives you your extra 25% off, bringing it all the way down to $202.49. Just $202.49. I mean, this chain is partially comparable. It's not as complicated of a link as our Serpentina that we started the show off with. But the length of it, the quality of it, and this is the price that we're able to get down to on, and it includes that beautiful 10 karat yellow gold pendant on it. And again, your budget payments, if you want to split that into 5 equal interest-free budget payments, that takes it down to $40.50 per month for 5 months, and the pendant's yours. And we're not going to wait until you get through all those payments. It's not layaway. We're going to ship it to you immediately, and then you can enjoy it. If anything's not right with it, you can return it. We have a 30-day return policy on all of our jewelry. And wow, just such a stunning piece. Beautiful design. Just that nice little floral pattern. Wow, this would have been a great upgrade for, I believe it was Kathleen's granddaughter, who she sent off to high school with a gold chain. I know she would love this pendant on there. It's a particularly petite bail. I'm going to put a ruler on that as well. If you were considering maybe upgrading a chain on something like this, or you have a chain in mind already for it, just want to let you know if you're going to be able to get that through this particular bail or not. It is about 2 millimeters by 1.5 millimeters on that bail. But it looks so lovely on the chain that's included with it. Of course, 10 karat. You got the stamp on here. I'm admiring. I have to get the light just right on it so I can read it. But yep, 10 karat, Italy. Italian crafted. I mean, they are known for their craftsmanship. Like I said, that's why we sent one of our videographers out there to document some of that and just interview the vendors and the craftspeople who are so talented at working with gold. Gold really is a special metal. There's so many things in this world as globalization occurred over centuries. Hey, one country would have one type of food, but not another country, and then it travels, it gets grown, crops, this, that, everything. every civilization independently came to the conclusion that there was something special about gold. It wasn't like it was brought from one place and introduced somewhere else and then went to overseas to there and then they appreciated it. In ancient Asia, they fell in love with gold. In the ancient Americas, they fell in love with gold. In Europe, they fell in love with gold. In Africa, they fell in love with gold. Everywhere, everywhere independently, due to its properties, due to its malleability, due to its glow, due to its shimmer, everybody just agreed that this is something special, and that's how it became more or less the beginning of commerce. Where this early days before we had like actual print money or even coin money, it was just understood that, well, we all like this stuff, so if this much stuff that weighs this much, yeah, I'll trade you anything for a hunk of gold like that. It's not going to spoil, it's not going to rot, it's not going to tarnish, none of that. So, I mean, that's why we're still in love with gold to this day. It just blows my mind. And again, in this really shimmering pendant. But amongst all the civilizations, and I've been to Turkey where they also have an amazing gold industry and gold craftsmen. But the Italians, I mean, it's almost like every civilization wants to show off, what can I do with gold? What can I do? Like, how can I show off my appreciation for gold and my love of the craft by making something really exquisite and splendid? And that's exactly what the Italians did when they crafted this beautiful pendant, and many of our pieces are going to be Italian crafted today. So get used to that. They're not the only ones who do some amazing things with gold, but they are certainly among some of the very favorites out there. We have, I know this one coming up later on. That's definitely Italian. That's in one of our Italian gold spots, one of our commercials that we run for that. So
we're actually going to keep it in the pendant option.
Ooh, but we're going to stick with pendants for the moment. We got a big old, we're calling this Italian knife-edged circle necklace. Uh-oh, knife edge. I hope I don't cut myself.
Look sharp, stay sharp.
Look sharp, stay sharp. Of course, it doesn't mean it's sharp. I mean, it's sharp in the non-literal sense, in the allegorical sense. But what they're talking about is how those edges kind of come to a point. So it looks like it's technically a torus, but it's not entirely rounded. It is kind of flat, coming to a point that's pointing towards you as you wear this one. And then I'm loving the texture that they've put, this kind of diamond texturing on the bail portion of it. Let me back up a bit so we're actually in focus.
It will be a Texas twofer as well.
And this is another one where you also receive the chain with it, so you have no worries there. But yes, that white gold portion that has that diamond texturing on it is your bail. I love when you incorporate the bail into the design of a pendant. It's just, it just shows an attention to detail. I mean, I love a gold bail too, of course, but there's just something nice about having that attention to detail. This is also another 10 karat yellow gold with your little white gold, as I said, bail. 18 to 20 inches. And when we're talking about that 18 to 20 inches, let me show you the clasp here. You got your standard lobster claw clasp. That's at your 20 inches right there. But then if you look 2 inches down the way, look at that little jump ring right there. That's where you can put your clasp if you prefer it to be 18 inches and sit a little bit higher on the neckline. But again, the beautiful mirror polish finish on this, the way that they put that edge, what they're calling that knife edge circle necklace. And the bail is fixed. It is fixed on there. You cannot rotate the hoop around through that bail. It is a finished, completed piece. Yeah, he's got it up here perfect, right and ready for me. This kind of darker ring that you're seeing in the center of it, that's where there's a point coming towards you. It's not sharp, even though we're calling it knife edge. That's a little violent. But here, let me get the diameter on your hoop portion. That is just over 1/2 inch. It's probably 9/16. And then with that bail, that takes it all the way, a little bit over that. Pretty much the same, but you get the diameter of it, and wow. Looking for that 10 karat stamp on the inside there, and again, another Italian piece, another one crafted by Italian artisans who put so much time and effort into their amazing craft. And okay, let's get to our price on this one as well. Everyday low price, Shop LC, $240. Not today. You're using Live25 as your discount code at checkout. It's easy. Just type it in it where the promo code would go, Live25, and that will take your price all the way down to $179.99. $179.99 for your 10 karat gold. And that's your one ingredient. It's a nice, simple one ingredient. Kind of like when people do those like one pot dinners where you just put everything into the same pan and it's all done. Your one ingredient is 10 karat gold. Oh, we got a little bit of white gold there on that bale, but the rest is all yellow gold. 1.4 grams, 18 to 20 inch necklace included. This one is Comet Soul 104. Ellie, so we get off on a thing because I thought one was the Serpentina,
yeah,
2 was
I'm
the...
trying to get behind the scenes right now on trying to see if they could add a SKU. They didn't give us a SKU, so I'm working on that right now to try to...
Okay, I think I may have misspoken earlier because Sold 101 was the Serpentina chain, Sold 102 was the Turkisite, Sold 103 was the flower pendant, and this is Sold 104.
Yes.
I think
right now I'm working on the Turkisite. That's the one. That
okay, so it was the Turkisite. Okay, so if you're interested in the Turkisite, we're working on getting that one kind of solved. If you're on TikTok, that means that you kind of have that little shopping thing along the side. If you're on our website, you can see the kind of rundown to the side of me. So anyways, we're working on that to make sure that you can take advantage of that Turkisite that we presented earlier. But yes, beautiful pendant, another Italian 10 karat yellow gold piece. And
we'll keep it in the gold family, so we're going to jump into our first set of hoop earrings.
And now we're moving on to hoop earrings. Sticking with those tortoises.
Hoop, that is.
And that's Taurus, the shape Taurus, not Taurus, the bowl, the constellation, which is also mine. I'm not really into all that zodiac stuff, but I happen to be a Taurus.
Yeah.
1.25 inches from top to bottom on this, but the way that your lever backs are, that's probably going to be a little bit larger than the other direction, which, yes, that's going to be 1 1/8 inches. These are some very classic hoops. I mean, there's not a whole lot to... Hang on a second.
They should be up there. Right there.
Oh, okay. Got ahead of my... Wait, where? Oh, here we are.
Yes.
They're hiding behind a different ring. My apologies. We're going to get to those more standard hoop earrings later on.
I thought you had the right ones.
I should have looked at the monitor. You should have looked at what I was doing. It's just, it happens. It happens, but so long as we get it sorted out. Okay, but let me get the ruler on these ones immediately so that I don't perpetuate any confusion. Okay, this one is 1.25 inches top to bottom and 1 1/8 side to side, but it's kind of a... Well, here, let me just get one of these off the stand here so you can see why that's the case with these. You got your lever back, easy to operate, doop, doop, doop. Okay, but look at the texturing on this one. Look at the texturing. We're calling this the 10 karat yellow gold bamboo hoop earrings because it does have that bamboo texture, that does have that bamboo segmentation. It's gonna be a little bit easier. I just love showing it to the camera like that so you can see that it does behave in the light. There is a bit of a sheen to it, but you have these segments that kind of go around with your bamboo texturing on them. So you get all the luxurious gold feel and color and glamour. You have that organic design to it. That organic design, that's just kind of graduated where obviously your smaller chunk of a bamboo shoot at the top and then it gets down and then at the bottom you have the largest one. So they kind of bow inwards to kind of give you that scalloped feel. I love the texturing on this. That's not easy to do either. I mean, even if it's done from a form like this probably had been, you still have to craft that, you have to carve it, you have to get it just right to accomplish something like that. And what I love about these ones too, 2.6 grams, so 1.3 grams per ear. They're not so heavy that they're going to weigh you down, but they still give you that large, big hoop presentation. Like I said, 1.25 inches top to bottom, 1 1/8 side to side. So beautiful earrings. You get both of them, of course. I've got them on the stand here. Let me pop this one back on. And again, if I can get an earring back onto a stand that quickly without losing it, you're going to do just fine with these. They really are lovely. LJ, thanks for joining. Stacy Brooks, thanks for joining. Same to Francisco. Go ahead and comment in. I want to hear from you. I'm Casey Ford. This is Shop LC. This is the Shop LC live stream. These are common. It's sold 105. I'm kind of wagging those around a little too fast for how close I am to the camera. Ooh, and Elias, just remind me, we've got another awesome thing going on today. And for a chunk of the month, all the way through November 23rd, we've got the Holiday Spectacular Sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. So if you aren't in the market to buy any of this gold, but you want to win, today's prize is a Sony wireless speaker. Hey, does that sound cool? Go to shoplc.com. On that main landing page, you're going to see those tiles. As one slides by, it's going to be the Holiday Spectacular Sweepstakes. There's a big black box that says Enter Now. Click on Enter Now, and then you just need to fill out the form. It's that simple. And every day we're giving away a different prize. Like I said, today happens to be a wireless Sony speaker. But there's also some jewelry that we've given away. I think we gave away an Potter device the other day, a skincare device, a TV, all kinds of things. You can enter once a day, every day, through November 23rd. And there also happens to be a $100 Shop LC store credit given away daily. So that's your runner-up prize. So you got 2 chances to win. I can't enter, but you can. So please go there. All you have to do is fill out that form. Your name, contact information, the simple things that we need to reach out to you to let you know that you won, and send your prize your way if you happen to win. So take advantage of the Holiday Spectacular Sweepstakes, and wow. Moving on from the hoop earrings to, blue sapphire. Mm-hmm. Blue sapphire, another, I'm not on my game today. I misspoke earlier because this looks so deep in blue. From a distance, I mistook it for tanzanite. But now that I look at it and scrutinize it a little more closely, yeah, I'm not seeing the trichroic, but what I am seeing is that classic Ceylon blue color. And that's really the sought-after color that you really want in your sapphires. That's just the hallmark color that everybody's searching for, where it has that deep saturation, but it also has that watery clarity, so you can see right through it. This is another one where I know it's kind of tricky to see, but look at the color in that. I mean, you can swim in this ring. Premium Ceylon blue sapphire in diamonds. Okay, I'm going to disagree with our website on this because we're calling it the modern minimalist ring. And I can't... Look, I don't have the best knowledge when it comes to art history, but it's not too bad. But I don't think minimalism would pave a ring with this many diamonds. To me, minimalist would be if you had just that sapphire in the center and maybe that one halo of diamonds. But we have tapered baguettes going down the shoulders, and they're set in all kinds of different angles, almost like a fun house of sparkle and diamonds, along with some round cuts as well. So I can't bring myself to call this a modern minimalist ring because there's so much going on. I mean, look at the gallery of this. This doesn't look like minimalism to you? That sapphire is sitting tall and proud in your 10-karat white gold setting. It's just in a basket of gold. And is that texturing or something? I didn't bring my loop down here again. I got to remember that one of these days, or just tie it to me or leave it in a...
I will try to remind you next time.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I'll try to remind you next time. I'm like, yeah, okay, Dad. But no, it looks like we even have gemstones going up the prongs, supporting the gallery view of what's holding up your sapphire. But it's not like it's just that solitaire that sits up, just bing, bing. You have that bridge of metal, making it a nice, even slope to the top, so it doesn't catch it. It's a beautiful design. It's a practical design, but it's a very elegant design. And frankly, this is why I dispute the minimalist, because I think this is one that's quite ostentatious, to say so myself. That center Ceylon blue sapphire is a very classic calibration. That is 8x6 millimeter, weighing in at 1.55 carats, and you have 68 round diamonds in this one. Again, I don't know how we do it. Well, I do know how we do it, but I don't believe it half the time. Everyday low price, $2,000. $2,000 for premium Ceylon blue sapphire. Classic color of sapphire. We had the yellow sapphire earlier. I didn't even go into how a lot of people don't even realize that you have your other fancy color sapphires. But not only do we have that beautiful yellow, now we've got the classic blue. But after your Live 25 discount code, that's going to bring your price all the way down to $1,500 for, wow, a 2-carat total gem weight ring. Wow, with all those diamonds. Oh, thank you. Elias, he brought back that yellow sapphire. That was our sold 102, if I'm not mistaken. This one happens to be our sold 106. But there you go. 2 different sapphires. Both alike in dignity, but from feuding colors. And I'm doing a terrible job of parodying Shakespeare there. But
Fire in the sapphire. Nice.
fire and sapphire. But the blue, the yellow. The yellow was your sold 102. This is our current sold 106. And again, that just means when I say that, when I say sold 10 something, it just means that if you decide that you want to type that into the chat on Instagram or Facebook, it just means that we're going to send you a DM with the link to the item on our website, and then you can check out from there. Add it to your cart. Do not forget that discount code, Live25, which of course takes this one down to $1,500. Just $1,500 for sapphires. I mean, there's a lot of really cool, fancy, interesting gemstones here that I love to talk about because there's rich, engaging stories. Not that this one doesn't have a very rich, engaging story behind it, but everybody knows what a sapphire is. It's probably the 3rd or 4th gemstone that, as a child, you hear about. I mean, I think diamonds is probably one of the very first ones. Then you're probably going to hear about rubies. Oh, I got one of those coming up, or I have several of those coming up later on. Emeralds and sapphires. I mean, rubies, emeralds, sapphires are kind of the kapos. If you know, the Don is the diamond. Then you got those 3. When it comes to the completely have permeated the popular culture, everybody knows what you're talking about. Everybody knows that they're valuable. Everyone knows that they're beautiful. Sapphires. And to be able to get that for just $1,500 today from Shop LC on the live stream, or of course you can use that Live25, or you're already using the Live25 discount code, but if you want to use budget pay as well, that's going to be $300 a month for 5 months, and the ring is yours. We'll ship it out immediately to you. It's coming right from our warehouse, which is right over there. It's not like it's going to come all the way overseas from China or something like that. This is the inventory that we have in stock in our vault right over there. So take advantage of it. Amazing deal. I'm loving the clarity
Now,
on this
we do
one.
have limits on this. We have quantities.
Yes.
We're looking at 12 available.
We only have 12 total. Like I was saying earlier, this is a thing where we do also operate a live 24/7 broadcast. But you know, that's a nationally broadcast thing. That's, and airtime's expensive. So there's not enough of this ring left for them to air it. So that's why they give it to me, Casey Ford, during the live stream, so I can bring the last in quantity out to you and slash the prices. That's the thing. You know, we're just trying to clear out some of the inventory spaces. I know you're thinking, oh, how much space could 11 rings take up? Well, it's because we want that little bin. We want that little bin back so we can put 50 of the next awesome ring in there. So we want to slash the price, get these out to you, let you enjoy them. Beautiful ring, beautiful price. Enjoy it.
All right. Let's give them some more gold.
More gold. Oh, more gold during the gold show?
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying, Elias?
Here we
It's
go.
ludicrous. Okay, which one is this? This is the...
Oh, you know what I just realized?
What did you just realize? Because I'm not sure which chain that one is.
Yeah, I just realized. I think they gave us the wrong chain.
Okay, well then we're just going to have to move right along then, aren't we?
Let's jump into the bracelet next.
We're moving on to a bracelet.
Here we go.
Which
Boom.
okay, this one. Got it. That's one thing that happens when we have so many gold chains out here. We got to make sure we have the right one for you because it can get a little easy to tangle them up. But trust me, we've had some whoopsies before. Well, but then we always correct our whoopsies when we figure them out. We always will, but we probably just prevented one. Because I don't want you confused. I want you to shop and I want you to save. Shop and save on this Italian 10 karat yellow gold link bracelet. I mean, this is just classic. I mean, this is a chain. This is exactly what you think of when somebody says chain. But big, huge links in a bracelet. I mean, this is like the chain in a cartoon that like a character would have to pull down on to cause some other thing to go. But we've done it in 10 karat gold. 5.7 grams of 10 karat yellow gold. I'm going to put a ruler on this one too, just to give you a little bit of a millimeter size. Each link is 9 millimeter, let's call it 8 millimeters, 8.5 millimeters wide. And it's a little trickier for me to get about 10.5 millimeters tall, each link. The length on this one as well, sorry, I'm a little bit off camera, so I got to set this down and get the most accurate measurement. Well, I'm pretty close to the microphone, so I hope you don't hear that rattling around too much. Here we go. We have a maximum length of 8 1/4 and a minimum length of 7 1/4. So a 7 1/4 to 8 1/4 It's calling it 7 to 8, which might be a little more fair, just to give you a little bit of overlap for when your lobster claw goes around on this one. And let me demonstrate that one for you really quick. But yes, we're talking about 5.7 grams of 10 karat high polish Italian crafted gold. We've spoken so much about Italian craftsmanship, especially when it comes to gold. See, nice and easy. Big, hefty lobster claw clasp. You're going out for seafood. I hope you get a lobster claw clasp nearly as big as that one. But wow. Okay, so everyday low price for that many grams, for 5.7 grams of gold. I don't even believe it. It's already the holiday low price, they're telling me, of $959.99. But after your Live 25 discount code, getting you an additional 25% off, that takes it all the way down to $720. Just $720 for gold. And the thing I haven't even talked to about gold yet, we talked a lot about the history. We talked about how every culture has come to appreciate and love this material, and how artisans and craftsmen around the world have competed to show off what they can do with it. But because of that, the value of gold has been going up. I mean, if you don't take my word for it, look at the spot chart for gold. It recently passed $2,500 per troy ounce for the first time in the history of gold. And that meant that, talking about like cartoons, a brick of gold, you know what I'm talking about, like an actual brick of gold, for the first time about a month ago in the history of gold, a gold brick is worth over $1 million. And I get why, it's a brick of gold. But that hasn't been the case until about a month ago, and there's no sign of gold going down, quite frankly, and that, which means you better get it before it goes any higher. But it also means that, honestly, people tend to invest in commodities like gold when they're a little uncertain about where things are going. I don't want to get political about it or anything, but when you just aren't 100% sure about what's going on, it's usually a really safe bet to go into your commodities like gold. And why? Because there is this agreed upon value to gold as a material. We end up disagreeing about how much a dollar's worth on a day-to-day basis, but we tend not to disagree about what gold is worth in the long arc of civilization. I just love how buttery smooth each one of these links is. I love the mirror polish finish on it. For $720 to be able to take home such a statement piece of gold. I mean, this isn't some chintzy little chain. This is large, bold links. You're going to get comments on this. I mean, people are going to assume that you spent thousands, but you spent $720 when all is said and done. Beautiful bracelet, and just to get ahead of myself a little bit here, I believe that means we're going to be moving on to a matching necklace in the same link next. Then we're going to follow it up, I believe, if we're sticking to that plan, Elias, with what looks to be a very, very, very similar chain.
We're going to actually skip that.
Okay.
Yes, that plan, because
okay.
I realized they gave us the wrong chain.
Oh, this one?
Yes, they gave us two of the exact same samples.
Oh, okay. That's what happened.
Yeah.
We're figuring it out as we go along here. So we're just going to pull that one right off to the side there so it doesn't tempt me or any of our viewers. But that's just fine anyway because it is...
Now we do have quick shout outs from Zach, who is, I believe, a shopper. And I will redirect him with our personal shopper number.
Okay, is that the one with the hurry up?
Deliver, yes.
Okay, Zach, we do see your message there. We're going to direct you to call our personal shoppers because we want to make sure that you get taken care of and that gets sorted out and taken care of. I want to make sure that all of your goods get delivered in a timely fashion and that you get to enjoy them and experience them. So yes, Elias is getting you in touch with our personal shoppers so that you can get that resolved. And for anybody else, if you want to talk to our personal shoppers, if you if you're like, oh man, I really like that piece, but do you have it with a ruby? Do you have it with a emerald? Or this chain, but could it be a twisted link? If you have something in mind that you would really like to get in on, just call our personal shoppers. The number for them is 888-835-2237. 888-835-2237. I know it's probably backwards for you. That's fine. You don't worry about that. Just listen to me. 888-835-2237. They are physically located in the same building as me. I actually have to go outside to get to our vault in our warehouse. It's on the opposite side of the building, but I can walk all the way over there and talk to them myself. It's not some automated robot. It's not somebody way overseas. If you call that number, you will get somebody on the phone line who will take care of any of your concerns. They can help you have a custom piece of jewelry made. They can search our inventory for anything that you want. We don't even just have jewelry. We have all kinds of fancy gadgets and home decor and geodes and vacuum cleaners and toys. I work with the video content team, so when you watch the live broadcast, we make a lot of the watching people demonstrate the things. So we've been playing with a lot of toys that our buyer Tom has got for the holiday season to pass along to you. So we have so much here at Shop LC, and if you want to learn about all the other opportunities that you have to shop and save, there's a ton of them. And one of them, the personal shoppers. They will take care of you. I guarantee it.
All right, let's get into that necklace.
We're moving on to the necklace. And again, this is very similar, I was about to say. It's not very similar. It is the same link.
Yes, here we
You
go.
probably can't even tell which one to which, well, you can because you can see that one ends. But if I do that, you probably can tell which one is the bracelet and which one's the chain. Because they are the same link, they're the same design, they're the same everything. Just, this is the 18 to 20 inch iteration in your chain. 13.7 grams. I mean, it's very clear. I want to be very clear about the gram weights in these, of course, because we're talking about gold, and gold is very much tied to the price. Estimated retail replacement value on this one, $6,899.99. You don't want to pay that. I don't want you to pay that. Every other day, we have our holiday price, we're calling it, of $2,269.99. Not today. Not today. Today we're going to use that Live 25 discount code. Boop. And that takes it down to $1,702.49. $1,702.49. Like the 5 cents was going to make a difference there, or 4 cents was going to make a difference. So $1,700 for gold, 10 karat Italian crafted yellow gold in your link necklace, 18 to 20 inches. Of course, you have your 2-inch extender here. So it's not like that other one where you have to choose whether you want the 18 or you want the 20. You have an 1/8 of an inch all the way along there to be able to decide just the length, so you know where it's going to fall on your neckline, and just get it just right where you need it for you. Again, it's just a twist. It's just a classic link. Yeah, we're just calling it a gold link because they're links. It's just the thing that you're thinking of when you think of a metal chain. But typically, when you're talking about a metal chain, you're talking about steel or something. And here we are talking about gold, prized, precious gold. I mean, it's a commodity. It's a And that's not even the most, I don't even like talking about the commodity aspect of gold, because to me it's the romance of it. It's what it means to people. It's Kathleen's story about giving her granddaughter a gold chain to wear for her first day of high school. Just the way that it can be a coming of age. It can be such a signifier of a milestone in life. To be able to give this as an anniversary gift, to get it and be ready to have it for the holidays or the new year or whatever you so decide. Or if you just love this chain and you want to have it for yourself, that's fine too. And with budget payments, you can make it yours all the more easily, because your budget payments are going to be $340.50. Just $340.50, interest-free, no fees up front, no credit checks, nothing like that. And just after 5 months of those payments, it will be yours. Or just pay it all in one fell swoop. It makes no difference to us. We just want you to enjoy it. Hot Mess says, nice pieces. Thank you, Hot Mess, and thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day out there, and glad you're liking some of this beautiful gold jewelry that we've got today. So glad to hear from you. Love getting some interaction from people out there. So just, comment. Let me know what's going on with you, because it makes my job so much easier when I know I actually have an audience out there. Some people are the other way around. It's, oh, there's people watching me, I'm nervous. I get nervous when I don't think there's anybody out there. So help me out. Comment. Let me know what's going on. Again, beautiful big lobster claw clasp, identical to the one in your bracelet. Italian crafted, high polished links, buttery smooth. I'm even just going to try and mess it up. I'm just going to do that to show you, I'm going to roll some dice. Not a single link out of place. No magic there, just a beautiful, well-crafted chain. What else do we have, Elias?
We are going to jump into...
What else do we have? We got all kinds of stuff.
Our bracelet. We're going to do our multi-barrel.
Multi-barrel bracelet.
Emerald bracelet, yeah.
Barrel? Why is he talking about barrels? What is this, Donkey Kong? No, not that barrel. It's actually the same spelling as, unfortunately, a hurricane. I really didn't like how they named that one Beryl. B-E-R-Y-L, Beryl. It's a family of gemstones. And you probably don't even realize how many of some of your favorite gemstones actually come from the Beryl family. Like, well, here, let's play the game. Look at that glowing green gemstone in the center. Does that look familiar to you? You know what gemstone that is? Of course you do. That's an emerald. Emeralds come from the Beryl family. You see right off to the side here, actually, your emerald there is an oval cut, and I'm going to point out the cuts here as well because we have a mixed fancy cuts all throughout this one. Actually, if we can get the details of this one too, I want to go through and give them the calibrations for each, and I want to give them the... Okay, well...
Not so much.
Oh, gee, thanks, website. Okay, we're going to give you an extra special deal because it's really just telling me multi-barrel in this one. 5 gemstones, total carat weight, 4.75 carats, prong setting, and this is in 10 karat yellow gold in your flex cuff. I'll go a little bit backwards here then I wanted to start with going gemstone by gemstone, but 10 karat, beautifully crafted. You can see the texturing along the band here. That helps allow it to flex, but it's capped at each end, so there, it's a little bit better of a view. Capped at each end so that doesn't rub too bad. It's not going to pinch. You have a little bit of flexibility here. We're calling this a 7¼ inch, but of course that's going to kind of vary. It's a little tricky. I wouldn't recommend trying to get it on your wrist from this way. It's a little easier to bend it like that to get your wrist through. Just a little tip or trick when you're trying to get this one on. But once it is on, it's not going anywhere. I mean, you can see how flexible it is, but how well it's made. It's really just a tricky construction to make something like this happen. But again, we're talking about some of the finest jewelry craftspeople in the world. Okay, then we get to your cushion cut. That bluish one, I'm trying to point as well as I can towards the cameras. Aquamarine, that's another member of your Beryl family. Morganite in a pear cut, another member of your Beryl family. Then, is this a Heliodor? I believe this is a Heliodor with that beautiful yellow color. Heliodor, actually, Helios, sun, dor, means gift in Latin, Spanish, your Romance languages. So Heliodor means gift from the sun. And can't you tell? Can't you tell with that yellow color and just that bright, warm... And to put that in a trilliant cut, that brilliant trilliant cut, then it looks like it's another... Looks like it's another Morganite, unless that's... I'm going to call it a Morganite because I am seeing some soft peachy pink hues in it. But here they are dancing around, your Morganite, your Aquamarine, your Emerald, your Heliodor, and your other Morganite. All part of the Beryl family, all beautiful gemstones. 2.75 carat weight in these. Hang on a second. I got one telling me 4.75. Okay, I think one's trying to tell me the grams. Either way, you have 4.75 grams of metal, 10 karat yellow gold to be precise, in your flex cuff. And everyday low shop LC price, we're just going to get to it, $1,029.99. Not after your Live 25 discount code, just enter Live 25 at checkout, and that's going to take your price all the way down to $772.49. $772.49 for a whole beautiful gemstones that are all cousins with one another from your Beryl family, and you can even split that into 5 easy budget payments of $154.50. $154.50. I believe, yeah, I'm going to go with the final of 2.75 carats amongst your different Beryl family gemstones. So averaging about a ½ carat a piece in those for a total gram weight of 4.75. Again, calling this a 7.25 inch cuff, but I mean, it being an oval, it's going to fit on your wrist just fine. Mine's a little big for this one. Of course, I can only get it to my fingers like this, but 7.25 being more of a suggestion in the inches for this, as it isn't a standard bracelet that's going to wrap around your wrist. But, well, look at how well it wraps around our model's wrist. Beautiful piece, beautiful price. 10 karat yellow gold. Again, just don't forsake just how tricky it is to craft something. There's no risk of these falling out. Like, look at how well that they're positioned a little bit above the bracelet so that when I flex it, it's not disturbing the prong settings. Those are so firm and they're not going anywhere, but the cuff still has so much give. I mean, you have to be able to craft that so well in order to ensure that I can even go a little bit smaller with it. Smaller and smaller. You can see how much I have the band overlapping with itself right there. Boing, and then just right back out. Flips right back to how it had been. With your 5 beautiful Barrow family gemstones. And your fancy cuts as well. Like I said, you've got your oval cut in your emerald right at the center. You have the trilliant cut in your Heliodor, an oval cut morganite, a pear cut morganite, and a cushion cut aquamarine. So it's not just a mix of gemstones, it's a mix of very fancy cuts. Well, the oval is your traditional cut, but even the traditional cut oval, we've offset it at kind of that 45-degree angle just to make it a little more interesting, just to have a little bit of fun. And that's what I really love about this cuff as well, just having fun with it. It's a playful piece despite having all these luxurious gemstones and being made out of gold, your 10-karat gold, because this is the gold show. We have a gold ring coming up, a gold rope ring. What does that mean? Well, we'll get to it in a bit. We have a pair of gold chains, or 3 gold chains, it looks like, left. We have those gold hoop earrings I got a little bit ahead of myself with earlier on. We have a suite of rubies. We have a massive Ethiopian Willow Opal, one of my favorite gemstones. Ooh. Next up, we have that Ethiopian Willow Opal. As a matter of fact, this one is part of our Luxoro collection, 14 karat, so it's set in 14 karat gold. Ooh. This opal is so massive. Ooh, here was our... Hey, it turns out, let's go back to the bangle for 1 second here. It was all on the card right in front of me all along. I had the Luxoro certification card that's going to come with your bangle. If you so choose, the bangle was sold 109.
Yes.
And I was absolutely right. It was a Heliodor, an emerald. It was the fact that there's 2 morganites that threw me off, but it's exactly... You know what? It doesn't even say emerald. It says Heliodor, it says emerald, it says morganite, and then it says 2 pieces. Well, one's an aquamarine. I know that much. Ha! A little vindicated there now that I got my Luxoro card, and you're going to love getting that card with it too. We have those with some of our Luxoro pieces. Luxoro, when we have those cards, those come internally as part of our brand. When we have our AGI cards, those are actually having these be certified by an independent third party. But I'm always going to be clear with those AGI cards. And we're going to have, you can see them on the display here. I have those for the rubies coming up and some aquamarines coming up. I don't know if this isn't holding anything. I'm just going to move this little neck form off to the side so I like kind of clearing this and getting there to be less and less. And it shows me how far along I am with this show. Speaking of which, we have another 52 minutes in store for the Gold Show with me, Casey Ford. This is the Shop LC live stream. We are slashing prices on some beautiful, amazing jewelry, like this Ethiopian Willow Opal. Elias, before he had to run out to attend to an urgent matter, was so kind as to get it in the TV behind me. But I've talked a lot about how the TV and the phone cameras is never going to do a ring justice, but especially with Ethiopian Willow Opal at that. You're not going to get it with a still. You need to see the color. You need to see the color play. You need to see this galaxy of color. Look at that red. Okay, on TikTok, you can see that red blob of color that's maxing out. I work with cameras a lot, so we're basically blowing out the red sensors. I'm going to see if I can do that for... it's so easy to do. Yeah, look at all that color. Look at all that color. I mean, this is why I'm just so fascinated with Ethiopian Willow Opal. I mean, I keep talking about the history of gold and things like that. Thanks for joining, Rhonda. Thanks for joining Jay and Patricia and Seth and Hassan. Nice to have you there. But opal, to me, it's one of the most romantic gemstones. Because, like I said, it is so wild to me that gold, every civilization came to the same conclusion that this is something special, this is something precious. But when it comes to opal, particularly this type of color play opal, Ethiopian Willow Opal, I mean, I'm trying to imagine being an ancient hunter-gatherer and you find a rock amongst all the other rocks or in the dirt or the sand, and you pick it up and you look at it and you see it doing this. You might even get a little scared. Like, what's going on? I mean, we wouldn't have known anything about like radiation But just, you see this, and you're seeing colors that you maybe never have even seen before. Yeah, okay, TikTok, can you hear when I go? It's like a lightsaber of green going across the surface of it. Let's see if I can get that same effect for everybody else. Yep, there it is for...
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this and make lightsaber noises until you all realize that you need this ring. I don't care how long it takes. I'm kidding, of course. This one is a sold 110, right? I got like nowhere while you were gone, Elias. I just kept making... The whole time you were gone, I was just saying color words and making up silly nonsense about... Ooh, okay, this is like Zorro. 14 karat yellow gold and under gallery. It almost pains me to show the other side of the ring. But there's an L inscribed in the gold in the finished under gallery of your ring, which just makes it so much more comfortable on your finger to wear. And wear it you will. I mean, this is one where you're going to want to wear it every day, but you're going to be just like me. I would wear this out for a night on the town, but I wouldn't wear it to work because you'll be typing and then you just look down at your hands and it's so distracting. It's so beautiful. I get so excited about opal. And then I'm talking about all this that I haven't even mentioned that you have quadruple A grade Boyaca Colombian emeralds on the shoulder. They're not small. The opal is just huge. Speaking of which, I haven't even told you about the size of the opal. The size of the opal is 16 by 12 millimeter. 16 by 12 millimeters in your oval. Wow. Just confirming it, but I know it to be true. But then you have your two round cut Boyaca Colombian emeralds we're identifying as forest green. Those are 2 millimeter round cut Boyacas on the shoulders. They're just there. I think they're just there to provide a little bit of color and emotional support to that well opal in the center. It's just kind of a hey, but honestly, I'm getting green flashes that are rivaling the quad A color Boyaca Colombian emeralds on the shoulders. And I haven't even gotten to the diamonds yet. You also have diamonds. 5.58 carats in just the opal, 7 points in your emeralds, and then total gem weight of 5.65 carats, weighing in at 5.85 grams. Oh wait, I had that flipped. 5.65 grams, 5.85 carat weight. Pretty close, though. I don't think anybody's going to hold that one against me, or at least I hope you don't.
Diamonds, that's 58.
58 diamonds? I mean, I get it because the diamonds, here we go, different view. But the diamonds completely surround your 12 by 16 millimeter Wella opal. Oh, and then we put some more on the shoulders here to flank your round cut Colombian emeralds. I mean, if you haven't figured out what my favorite piece of the show is by now, then you're not too, well, I'm not the most subtle person in the world. I'll leave it at that. Everyday low shop LC price, $2,000. What a bargain for that opal, for all that color. I mean, like I said, the lighting in here is nothing to brag or write home about. I'm able to replicate the different. I'm going to put it at the opposite angle too. Again, like I'm blowing out the red sensor in the cameras with just the red flashes that are coming out of that ring. You're even going to see it from the gallery view as I rotate it around. All those flashes of color. I mean, I never show the jewelry this close to the cameras for this long because I usually can't get too much sparkle or too much play out of it due to the nature of the lighting here. But for me to be able to do that with this opal, because of the quality of that opal. Everyday low price, $2,000. But you're going to use that Live 25 discount code. And when you use that Live 25 discount code, that brings it all the way down to $1,500 or $300 per month on budget pay. And I mean, this is probably the most luxurious ring that we have. I mean, I'm looking and I'm checking, and I love all these pieces. But my personal fave, and this isn't about what I love. This is about what you love. But I have a feeling you're going to love this ring when you take it home. This one is sold 110. So comment sold 110. That is not an obligation. It just means that we are going to send you a link in your DMs to the website so you can see the same item details that I'm seeing off to the side here with your 58 round diamonds weighing in at 20 points, your 2 millimeter round cut Boyaca Colombian emeralds, and your 12 by 16 millimeter 5 carat plus Ethiopian willow opal at the center. I mean, I could stare at this ring all day. I might stare at this ring all day. And just the way that, yeah, it's just the way that these colors, trapped in that silica nature of the opal, and the way that they just bend the light. It's kind of refracting on these blobs of color, but in the coolest way possible. Marie Joy, thanks so much. Any other comments on this? I want to know what you think about this willow opal ring. And another thing about Ethiopian willow opal, the mines, they're a relatively recent discovery. I want to say they only discovered them in, I want to say as late as 2013. It might have been a little bit earlier than that. Since the 2000s. I know that much to be certain. But it's so difficult to mine. Actually, I remember talking to one of the mine vendors at a trade show. I do documentaries behind the scenes, and so does my team. And we were like, hey, we love this gemstone. We would love to go out to the mine to film. And they kind of like looked at me at my camera gear and just laughed. Like, no, we're not getting you in that gear up into the really remote mountainous regions that this stuff is mined from. Wow. And since then, that was the thing too. It's so difficult to mine because opal is just a softer gemstone. So you have to be really careful when you're mining it so you don't damage it. And trying to get the people who are willing to do that work, the hard work, they weren't always the most delicate doing the job, trying to get the job done. So a lot of those mines have shut down either because it was like, hey, you're damaging more than you're pulling out, or it's tantalum is a very fancy metal that has a lot of technological applications. It's probably some tantalum in your phone, your smartphone, stuff like that. So it was kind of a thing where in some of these opal mines, they found that they could also mine tantalum, and it wasn't so much they could necessarily get a better price on the tantalum as it was a lot more affordable and easy to mine a metal where you can bust it up all you want. You can melt it down and cast it into whatever. But the same does not go for opal. You can't just get all your chunks and melt them into a pot and bring them all back together and get a massive, beautiful gemstone like this. But again, $300 a month on budget pay, no interest, no fees, no credit checks, nothing like that. Or own it outright for $1,500. This will ship it right out to you directly from our warehouse, which is right over there. If you have any questions about it, you can call our personal shopper at 888-835-2237. Beautiful piece. This is one of my favorites. Wow. I mean, I've been on this one forever, and I will stay on it all day if you let me, Elias. So we should probably move on, but don't take that one from me.
Because our rubies next.
Excellent. We're going on to our rubies. We start with the ring, or are we starting with the earrings?
Let's give them the ring first.
Let's start with the ring. So I will show them both off to you.
And then we'll dip into the earrings after.
Yes, certainly. Now we move to rubies. As I said, one of the classics. You probably have your diamonds at the top. That's one of the first ones anybody knows, hears about, realizes, enters the popular culture, the zeitgeist, the just sheer innocent idea of like what gemstones will, you learn first as a child just through what people say, what people do, like what's...
Austin Powers, rubies, baby.
Elias is quoting Austin Powers. I haven't seen that in forever. When I was young, me and my friends would watch that like on loop and like just talk over the whole thing and quote it. It was... We're calling this a men's ring, but you don't need to be a man to wear it. It does mean that we have larger sizes in this one, comparatively speaking. But I would call this is definitely unisex. I mean, I would never call this one out for being too masculine or too feminine.
Now,
it's just a beautiful ruby.
Quantities, we're looking at 11 available.
We only have 11, like I was saying before. I get the leftovers, but you're in luck because the leftovers mean that I get to slash the prices that much lower. It means that it's just low stock on these. We can't put them on the TV because it's just the broadcast costs are too much. We can't just let them sit in the vault forever and gather dust. We don't want that. We want you to enjoy them. We want you to have a great time with rubies, with your 9x7 millimeter. Usually you have like a 6x8, so to bump that up to a 9x7 millimeter, Montepus ruby, which is from Mozambique. It is 2¼ carat weight. And AAA color, we're calling this blood red. That's a standard ruby color. All the ruby grading colors are kind of weird. There's blood red, there's pigeon blood red. It's like how many birds did you have to hurt until you realized, yep, pigeon, we're going to call it pigeon blood red. But I digress. I mean, it is an industry standard, so it's not like I'm contesting it. But wow. And you know, look at the texture on this. You might be falling for this bit of an optical illusion from what's in the TV behind me. Because I kept thinking, oh wow, were those diamonds that are, nope, it's just the texturing on your band. Just that concave texturing on the band and the way that the light hits it gives you the appearance that there might be some diamonds or some moisanites or some zircons or something there. Nope, it's just really well crafted, a really well crafted setting made out of 14 karat white gold. It's a big thick shank too. It's big thick shank, finished under gallery. Okay, standard design there. Even though this is part of our Luxoro collection, our Luxoro brand that I've been mentioning previously. Again, like I said, we're calling this a men's ring, but anybody can wear this ring. I can wear this ring, you can wear this ring. Your mom can wear this ring, your dad can wear this ring, your son can wear it, your granddaughter can wear it. Actually, it fits really nice on my pinky, the size that I happen to have. But yes, beautiful piece.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful piece. 8.46 grams. So you got quite a bit of gold in this one. I believe I've got the size 10, but again, for the sheer metal weight of this one, this is the Gold Show, 14 karat white gold. A Montepuez ruby from Mozambique, one of the most renowned sources right now. It's where we're getting a lot of our stuff these days, particularly when it comes to rubies. We've just been over the moon about the quality, the clarity, yeah, the color in this is breathtaking. Your everyday price on this one for the metal weight makes so much sense to me. $2,669.99, but you're not paying that today. You're going to use that Live 25 discount, and that's going to take it down to $2,002.43. $2,002.43. Not the most even number in the world. Let's call it $2,000 for a very luxurious ring. 14 karat white gold, Luxoro collection. Ooh, that's right. I got so carried away, I forgot this comes with its accredited Gemological Institute Jewelry ID report, independent third party. Put this together so that you don't need to take my word for it. Gemstone, Mozambique ruby, shape, oval, size 9 by 7 millimeter, carat, 2.25 carats, color grade, AAA, clarity, very slightly included, VSI, that's a great clarity rating, and the cut is excellent. But the most important part when it comes to these is where I'm tapping my thumb. I know it's backwards for you, but that's just fine. The estimated retail replacement value is $6,500, but we are down to $2,002.43. Like I said, let's call it $2,000. So we're already $4,500 below the estimated retail replacement value on the ring. So this is take this if you want to get it insured. Do whatever you want to do with this, but wear it, enjoy it, take it out for a night on the town take yourself out for a night on the town with the money you saved, and that would be a wild night because, like I said, you're already saving off of that replacement value $4,500. Or you can split that into your 5 equal budget payments of $400.49. $400.49 per month for 5 months to make this beautiful Montepuez ruby yours. 2.25 carats, 14 karat white gold, 8.46 grams. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is a lot. This has more weight in it than a lot of the chains that we've had today that are just the chain. And we're still at such a phenomenal price on it. I hope you take advantage of it. You will receive the AGI card. This isn't just something that I'm going to stick in my pocket and keep for myself and laugh all the way to the bank with it. You're going to get this with your purchase. This one is comment sold 111. And coming up next, we're going to have the earrings. They will also come with a card.
And we're looking at 23 in the earrings available.
Ooh, and we only have 23 of the earrings. May sound like quite a bit, but we think about how we broadcast nationally, even to parts of Canada, so a little bit internationally, but you know how it goes. And obviously our website, anybody can get to our website, shoplc.com. We also, I don't talk about this too much, but we also have our $1 online auctions. Mm-hmm. Our $1 online auctions, just go to shoplc.com. The little bar at the top, you're going to see live TV. Then the next one over, $1 auctions. Click on that, and it's just an auction thing. I think we do about 6 to 10 items per minute practically. But they all start at $1, no reserve. You can bid on whatever. I mean, we have some luxury pieces on there that obviously go a lot higher than $1. But every day we have items that sell for just $1 on the $1 auctions on our website. So don't miss out on that. I mean, a lot of people, just don't say I didn't warn you. A lot of people who do that never stop because they just get so many good deals. And, it gets to the point where they have more than they could ever possibly wear for themselves. But it turns into stocking stuffers. It turns into hostess gifts. It turns into just for no reason at all gifts that they give to people. It comes to they wear something and the mailman compliments it when they drop off a package and they say, here, take it. And then go grab another one out of the gift drawer. I mean, it's just amazing what you can get for $1 on the $1 online auctions. But we are moving on to the Montepew's Ruby Earrings, certified and praised. Luxoro AAA Royal Ruby G8. Oh, okay, your diamonds here. It's part of our Luxoro liner GH color. But these are our sunburst earrings, 2.6 carat weight in 10 karat yellow gold. So I guess not too coordinating with the ring that we had, the unisex ring that we had. But again, we have the AGI. I'm not going to wait till the end on our AGI card for this one. Royal rubies, an oval. Each one's an oval cut, 7x5 millimeter, weighing in at 2.12 carats. So that's 1.06 carats per ruby per ear, and a color grade of AAA, very slightly included, and excellent cut. And then you have a half carat of diamonds. Your estimated retail replacement value on your earrings is $3,800. Not today, nowhere near that. Our everyday low price is $1,339.99. But you know what to do, Live25 discount code. Just put in Live25 at checkout, and that will give you an additional 25% off. That brings it all the way down to $1,005. $1,005 for 10 karat yellow gold. Montepew's rubies from Mozambique, a phenomenal source for rubies with incredible clarity. Just lovely pair of earrings. Let me set this to the side, get one of these off their display. Oh, wait, these ones slide right in and out. Good call on that, Elias. He sets up all this jewelry for me right before the show. And then I dismantle all throughout my show until we're down to nothing if I'm moving at the right pace and the right speed. Do you see how they're articulated? You see how they're going to give you a little dance when you move, they move with you. Just your standard butterfly back, post, on the post. Nice and secure on your ear. But we have diamonds going up and down, even the post. Before you get to that articulation that has your 7x5 millimeter oval cut rubies. Thanks for joining, Donna. Thanks for joining Joni and Lovely Girl. Not calling any of you lovely. There's somebody on who is called Lovely Girl, so that's her sweet name. Thanks for checking these out. And also, your budget payments on these ones, if you so choose, brings it down to $201 per month, 5 months, interest-free. You know the drill by now, don't you? I've said it for every piece, practically. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 pieces left, and we have 32 minutes left to go in the gold live stream at Shop LC with me, Casey Ford.
Speaking of love, let's give them a lovely deal up next with the Texas twofer.
Okay, Elias is telling me we got a Texas twofer. That was why I was counting funny. I didn't know if these two were two separate presentations or if they came together. And guess what? They come together. Italian 10 karat yellow gold beaded bracelet and necklace. It's a 7 to 8 inch bracelet. We'll start with that one, shall we? 7 to 8 inch bracelets with your little gold beads on it. Very lovely. Lobster claw clasp. You know the drill with one of those, don't you by now? Nice and simple. Just pull back on that spring-loaded mechanism, and there you go. It is 8 inches, but then you have your little jump ring right there. Right there. Trying to get it so you can see it on both cameras. And that will take it down to 7 inches. So it's a 7 or 8 inch bracelet with those beads. How many beads do we have on this? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beads of gold, 10 karat yellow gold. And I hadn't realized this, but they're actually alternating widths. They're not graduated so much as the four, these two on the out and these two near the inner are smaller beads. Actually, let me just put a ruler on that, give you a bit of a millimeter size. So those are your 2 millimeter beads, and then your larger ones are about 3.5 millimeters. And your center focal one, your odd bead out in the center of your 7 is one of your larger beads. Either way, your total gram weight with bracelet plus necklace is 2.9 grams. But yes, well, it's the drill on the bracelet. But you're not just getting the bracelet, you are also getting the 18 to 20 inch necklace with the same deal. You have 7 gold beads of alternating widths, 2 to 3.5 millimeters. It's the same clasp, lobster claw. Nice and easy to operate there, but let me just show you the length on that. And again, I'm looking for that jump ring of where... Oh, looking at the wrong side of it because I held it backwards somehow. I typically hold a necklace. My apologies, but there you have your jump ring. That's where you're going to clasp it if you prefer the 18-inch length as opposed to the 20-inch if you clasp this at its full extended length. Wow. Gold, beads, chains, bracelet, and necklace. Holiday pricing on this one, $480. But not today, not today. You're going to use that Live25 discount code, and when you do, that's going to take it all the way down to $360 for gold. For, yes, that's right, Italian. We've talked about Italian craftsmanship with gold all afternoon, but you're going to fall in love with this one. 10 karat yellow gold. Well, it almost twisted up on me there, but all I had to do, I'll even try it again. I'll even try to mess it up. And just a nice little splay it back out, and it is good to go. Nice, beautiful, sweet. Between your bracelet and your necklace, they're going to look so well on you when you wear them together. Maybe wear a watch on the one wrist, your smartwatch, and then wear your bracelet on the other one. And then you just kind of bring up that arm, and oh wow, that matches perfectly. But such a nice little petite thing. Like Kathleen was in one of the reviews earlier was saying how she gave a gold necklace to her granddaughter to wear on her first day of high school. Such a nice gift, and I could just see also doing that for something like this. Looking for that Italy stamp right here on this finding, and there it certainly is, Italy. $360 for gold. I mean, it's that simple. $360 for 2.9 grams of well-designed gold with your gold beads, 7 per piece. 7 on your necklace and 7 on your bracelet. They almost look like they're faceted, and the image behind me, that's actually a reflection from the light box they're in, because it's that glistening, it's that shimmery, it's that much of a mirror finish that you're really actually, these aren't facets, you're seeing the reflection of different light panels and the box that they were photographed in. But I mean, I'm not trying to point out that we did a bad job there, we really didn't. There's just not much you can do when you've got something so reflective and shimmering and shiny and beautiful and fancy as gold. So there you have it. There you have it. We've had rubies, we've had Ethiopian well opals, we've had, but now we have our gold ring. I told you I had a gold rope ring, and I said, well, what the heck does that mean? Well, now I finally get to let you know. Now you finally get to see exactly what I meant with our Luxoro, and this comes with your Luxoro card as well. I know it's Oroxel, because it's backwards to all of you, but trust me, it says Luxoro, Alluring Power of Gold, Authenticity Guarantee Card. Please retain this card as a guarantee of the authenticity and quality of your purchase. I don't know why I'm making fun of our own cards. I'm not really making fun of it. I'm just pretending to be fancier than I actually am. Rope chain texture ring, size 7. You got 3 grams of gold, 10 karat yellow gold, gemstones NA, because the gold sits proudly on its own. So not a ton of details, but you still get the card anyway. But yes, it's kind of a coiled rope of gold set into a circle in a ring that you're going to wear proudly on your finger. We are down to the sizes 7 and 8 on this one.
Yes.
So another case of incredibly limited quantity. We've gone down that road before. We're calling this one a fashion ring, of course, because it's very fashionable. This already had a low price back in the day of $470, but we took that even lower. We put it on clearance to get it down to $352.49. But we said, most places would have said, that's it, stop the presses, $352.49, too good of a price, leave it there. That's only a little over $100 per gram with gold, which you just can't do with something this well crafted, this well designed. No, stop it there. No Live25 discount. No, we can't do it, not for this one. No, we can't actually. We're still using the Live25 discount code. We've applied it to this ring, even after putting it on a clearance price, meaning that you can have it for just $264.37. Beautiful. Another, Luxoro 10 karat. So this one, crafted in our own factories in Jaipur, India, the jewelry manufacturing capital of the world.
Yeah.
And it is a spiral. It's that rope spiraling around through. What I like about this, I'm gonna do the whole spiral. I'm here. It's my show. I can do what I want. I'm going to do the whole spiral all the way around the ring. But wow, the craftsman, the texturing, just all the work that goes into it. And here, I'm just going to show you the gallery view of it as well. Nice and classic. Uh-oh, Elias, TikTok saying, great job, you've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. No way, TikTok. No way, I'm not taking a break. I only got 25 left to go. 25 minutes with you during the Gold Show. No, I just saw that. I thought I had a message from somebody, but no, it's TikTok telling me to calm myself down. Never.
They said these prices are
Yeah.
unbeatable.
Yeah, even TikTok's like, don't you have something better to do by now? I'm like, no, I'm still showing off gold. I'm still slashing prices. Don't tell me what to do, TikTok. And we got some great reviews on this one as well. Marilyn M, I hope not that Marilyn M, gave it 5 stars. Said, absolutely gorgeous. The size fits perfectly and is very comfortable. Yes, and that's a great point, Marilyn, because it is very comfortable. It's a smaller size here, but it's even fitting pretty comfortably on my pinky. And I usually take a 10, but I know I've either got a 7 or an 8 with this one. So thank you so much for your review, Marilyn, and your little heart emoji in that as well. And then we had Gina F. also gave it 5 stars and said, beautiful, this is a gorgeous ring. It certainly is. And it almost gives you that kind of like shield presentation. I mean, it's a coiled rope. If you ever watch on a live broadcast, when they present a chain, sometimes if they want to demonstrate the quality, this is just kind of a spare one off to the side, but they'll kind of watch like a rope chain. And just the way that it pulls perfectly into your hand. This reminds me of that, only if you had the discipline and the dexterity to make it coil into a perfect spiral of rope textured 10 karat yellow gold. It's like a little shield of gold for your finger. Just keep that part of your knuckle nice and safe. It's not actually going to stop anything. It's not a Wonder Woman shield. Although it is kind of like Wonder Woman's lasso. It's like her lasso coiled up in gold, because it was a golden lasso. Hers wasn't like gold. It was whatever fancy material makes you tell the truth. There's a fun story behind the scenes of all that stuff too, but I'm not here to promote comic book stuff. I'm here to present beautiful jewelry like aquamarine. We've got a suite of aquamarine. It's all kind of taped on here, but I'm going to come up to you with all 3 pieces that we're going to do back to back to back. We got the pendant. Then we're going to do the earrings, or we're going to do the ring?
We're going to do the pendant first, actually.
Well, yeah, but then what's second?
After that, we're going to jump to the ring and then the earrings.
Okay, so we're going to do pendant. Then we're going to do ring.
Correct.
And then we're going to do earrings, just to give you a little rundown of what we got in store. But, okay, the earrings and the ring have their AGI cards.
Yes.
However, the pendant does not. But that's just fine. We're still going to go to an amazing price on it. Let me just set these earrings to the side a moment so I can get the pendant out of here without causing any... Here we go. Ooh. Whoa. Whoa. This is hefty. I can feel the weight in this pendant. Whew. Okay, and this one does not come with the chain on. This one is just for display purposes only. But this is a Luxoro 14 karat white gold, AAA Santa Maria Aquamarine. Santa Maria Aquamarine, the most sought after color of aquamarine, sourced from Brazil, so famed for, well, so many gemstones. I was out there. I was actually in an aquamarine mine. Not the Santa Maria Aquamarine mine, but a aquamarine mine. And that was, well, I really liked being in that mine because it was one of the few mines that was big enough that I could actually stand up inside it. Well, I can stand up at some point in most of the mines, but you do a lot of crouch walking through a lot of the mines when you get to travel and see things like that, like I got to for so many years. Again, part of our Luxoro collection. That's a 9x7mm aquamarine. 9x7mm, 1.65 carats, AAA, just a little bit of heat treatment on this one. They just bake it, make sure that the color comes out nice and uniform. 14 karat white gold. 27 diamonds, but then you also have a series of, is it a trilogy of? Yes, I'm seeing 3. Oh, so much easier behind me. We've got a trilogy of tapered baguette cut blue diamonds, Venice blue diamonds. They're not from Venice, they just kind of have the color of the dark blue waters of the evening out there, surrounded by a halo of diamonds. And then we have boop, 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 3 more diamonds at the top of the bail. This is a fixed bail, so it doesn't have that articulation, but that's fine too. It's just one beautiful, solid piece. I'm gonna show you the back of this as well, where it has the L in the, well, it's not really the undergallery, it's just the finished back of your pendant, but that L for Luxoro, 14 karat white gold. Luxoro is the brand that we include our 10 karat and our 14 karat gold pieces in, so that's why I've got so much Luxoro for you today. Actually, yeah, and there's only 2 more Luxoros, and those are going to be, of course, oh, actually, that's why the other 2 are, okay, I'm going to give you this distinction right now. We have the ring and the earrings coming up next. Those are part of our Ileana collection. So those ones are going to be set in 18 karat white gold. That's why we say them as the grand finale of the gemstone jewelry. Is it not?
Yes. 14 carats, what you're looking at.
Yes, but this one is 14, but I just want to make that distinction that the pendant comes in 14, but then the ring and the earrings that we're going to come up on to next are in 18 as part of our Ileana. Just a little bit of a difference. I want to make sure you're aware of it before we move on, and that you don't think that it's going to be too tricky. Yes, tapered baguette, Venice blue diamonds. Loving the color in those. Loving the design in this one as well. Loving that fixed bail. I'm going to put a ruler on that bail so you know. Oh, but look at this bail too. I love how it's flat at the top to take kind of a wider width chain if that's what you so choose. But yes, that's a, ooh, wow. 6 millimeter tall by 3 millimeter wide at its widest point in the bail. So whatever chain you happen to have at home, or if you want to get one from our website as well, or if you want to talk to our personal shoppers and say, hey, I need a chain to go with my Luxoro Santa Maria Aquamarine pendant, which is comment sold 115, by the way. But if you want to call those personal shoppers, that number is 888-835-2237. 888-835-2237. You'll get on the phone with somebody who's physically located right here in the building with me. They're not some chatbot, they're not some AI, they are a real person who's really excited to talk to you and take care of whatever needs you may have when it comes to Shop LC. Again, that pendant, I just have it off the chain because it is off the chain, and this is such a beautiful piece. But we have 18 minutes to go. 18 minutes to go, and I'm seeing I have 2 chains out here, Elias. Are those kind of in limbo in the system, or are we going to get to
No,
those?
we were going to say those at the end.
Okay, so these are going to be our grand finales, our gold chains here as part of our gold show.
Gold show, yes.
And those other gold hoops, what's the status of those ones?
I will throw those in between these.
Okay, so just to give you the rundown of what you can expect, we've got the Santa Maria Aquamarine ring right now. Then we're going to do the Santa Maria
Correct.
Aquamarine earrings.
And
Then we're going to do a chain. Then we're going to do those gold hoops I
Correct.
got a little bit too ahead of myself on earlier. Then we're going to go and finish it all out with one last grand finale, gold chain. So that's your programming for this afternoon. During the last 17 minutes of gold with me, Casey Ford, on the Shop LC live stream. This is another piece where, well, okay. Charlie, how far I need to back up to start to tell you all the amazing things about this ring. I'm going to start with Ileana, because this is the first Ileana piece, and the second Ileana piece are going to be the earrings. These are the only Ileana pieces I've had in the entire show. Ileana is our luxury gold brand. All of our Ileana pieces are set in 18 karat yellow gold. That's the highest caratage of gold that we've had in the entire show, and will have in the entire show, if I'm not mistaken. 18 karat gold being, that many more parts gold total, and oof, the color in this is amazing. But when something makes it into our Ileana collection, it has to reach certain standards. The gold, 18 karat. The quality of the gemstone, we only put the finest of the fine in it. Like this AAA Santa Maria Aquamarine. We only put SI GH colored diamonds into Ileana. If they don't hit that threshold, they're not going into an Ileana piece. We do not change based on how easy it is to source particular gemstones or particular metals or product. If it's in Ileana, those are the standards it meets. We make no exceptions. This is an 8 by 6 millimeter, 1.2 carat oval cut Santa Maria aquamarine with just phenomenal color in it. We're calling this one a deep sea blue on this one. And again, we have the AGI card for this one. The Accredited Gemological Institute Jewelry ID Report. This is a third party that puts this together for us, so you don't need to take my word for it. You can trust the experts, the actual experts. Not just me saying whatever I feel like with you on the live stream here at Shop LC. Santa Maria Aquamarine, oval, 8 by 6, 1.2 carats, so everything lines up perfectly. AAA color, clarity, eye clean, cut, excellent. Side diamonds, 20 points of SI clarity GH color, just like I said, is the standard for the Ileana collection of luxurious jewelry from Shop LC. But again, you will receive this card, and the card, the really most important part of it, is where my thumb is tapping. That's backwards for you, so I will read it to you. The estimated retail replacement value is $5,250. Not here, never here. This is another one of those pieces where we started this one at $2,000. Then we put it on clearance down to $1,700. And we should have stopped there, but we're still going to allow you to use the live 25 discount code at checkout. And when you do, that takes your ring all the way down to $1,274.99. $1,274.99 for 18 karat white gold, for the finest quality Santa Maria aquamarine, for a halo of diamonds surrounding it. You know, I've made fun of that Ceylon Blue Sapphire ring that we had earlier, which was lovely because we called it a minimalist design. This I could get on board with calling a modern minimalist design. Let that 6 by 8 millimeter, or 8 by 6 millimeter, well, it depends which way you start with. But 8 by 6, very classic oval cut calibration. 8 by 6 millimeter, one halo of round cut diamonds.
Now we have 17 of these available.
And there's only 17 of this one, Elias reminds me. But what I'm getting at there is I consider this a much more minimalist classic design. That ballerina style, which is usually when you have that halo of gemstones surrounding it, as if it's the tutu around a ballerina. It's spinning around. You know, looking at this ring face on, head on, is kind of like looking at downwards at a ballerina performing and spinning on the stage. That's where that ballerina term comes from. And it's another well-reviewed piece as well. Alan H. Gave it a 5-star review and just said, gorgeous ring, and that's all it takes. But we appreciate that so much, Alan. Thanks for writing in with your review. And Elizabeth also gave it a 5-star review saying, beautiful, I'm so happy with my ring. It's so beautiful, and the diamonds are so clear. And well, she said flawless. I can't say that they're flawless because that's an actual grading term. But as I said, you get your AGI card. Either way, I get the point. Thank you so much for your review. I'm glad that you're enjoying your ring, and I hope you were able to enjoy this ring too. This one is comment sold 116 if you want to take it home. And this one's actually been in our vault for a while because when I look at the date when the report was done, this one was actually back from February. So that tells me that we really want this one to have a home because it's been in our home for a bit. And it's kind of like the toys in Toy Story. They want to be played with. You know, they don't want to sit there in the toy chest or in our vault, not getting worn, not getting appreciated. They want to be on your hand. You know, they want to be part of your life. They want to get taken out on date night. They want to go to that party. They want you to just wear them to work. Just wear them to the next brunch. Do whatever. Just put it on, wear it, get out there into the world with it. You know, people really. Wow, Santa Maria. Santa Maria being, as I said, one of the most sought after colors, and we have that color as well in the earrings.
Now this will be a quick auction since we only have 5 available in the earrings.
We only have 5 available in the earrings, Elias is telling me, like I said. And yeah, these were actually, I can tell why these are both put in the same, kind of adjacent to one another. These are both graded way back in February, so we've had them for a bit. We want these to move. And that's why we're down to just the final limited quantities on these. I got the card there, but I'm going to get through your earring backs on these because these are screw backs. And you can see that I'm not going to take it off all the way because then that's all I'm going to be able to do for the next. I need time to get to these last pieces is what I'm saying. But you have 2 points of contact there where the post goes through and screws through both the front of your earring back and the back of your earring back, if that makes any sense. The back of the back. I'm just going to tighten that on there so you can see. These ones are articulated, but the articulation is right down here at the bottom near your round cut. Ooh, yeah, your round cut Santa Maria Aquamarine. Just that beautiful, almost kite-like design, elongated kite design of diamonds. Excuse me, I keep thinking I need to sneeze, and then I don't sneeze, and then I just go silent for a bit and seem crazy. Oh, yes, we want to get to our report card. Our report card, our AGI Jewelry ID report. When do you take these earrings out for ice cream after getting this report card? Santa Maria Aquamarine, round cut, 6 millimeters, 1.46 carats, color grade, AAA, clarity, eye clean, cut, excellent, diamonds, 19 points, clarity, SI, slightly included, and color, GH. And like I said, those are the bare minimum standards for when we put something in our exclusive Ileana collection. But yeah, good report card. I think you need to take this one out for a fancy dinner, or to ride the go-karts, or Chuck E. Cheese, or whatever you do to celebrate when something gets a good report card. You're going to be able to with the money you save on this one as well, because the holiday pricing on this one, $1,989.99, but we're going to go lower because you're going to use that live 25 discount code at checkout after you put comment sold 117 in the chat on Facebook or Instagram, which means we will DM you the link to this item, and you can click on that, go right to our website, and check out from there. Just don't forget that live 25 discount code, which takes your price all the way down to $1,492.49 for, check these out. I mean, even on that white backdrop, when I go that way, I'm getting a little bit of the blue from the monitor. Then I'm going to rotate over here to some of this more neutral lighting. So I don't want these to get too caught up in the reflected light. Oh, here we go. It's a little bit better when I angle them upwards. I was trying to show you how the light will play when it comes to your round cut Santa Maria Aquamarines. Thanks for joining, Just Jen and Kitty and anybody who's watching. We're getting to the final moments of the show. We got 8 minutes left, and I have 3 more pieces.
Yes.
But again, estimated retail replacement value on your car. The whole reason I have these ones here, $4,750. Obviously, you are nowhere near that when you take advantage of the price that we have on offer. Set these to the side so I can get to one of our gold chains, and this one is actually featured in our Italian gold promo that we run when we have a big Italian gold show on the main broadcast. I remember being just completely struck by the macro photography and videography that we had when we showed this in that video, but to hold it in my own hands now, I'm actually really excited. It's going to be really hard to kind of demonstrate.
Now we have 4 of these available. So
yeah, there's only 4 of these. There are only 4 of these left, and I'm not. Actually, this works out pretty well. For TikTok right now, you can see how you can see through that gold as I hold it against the TV. I'm going to do that for you as well here on the website, but you can see the light passing right through that because it's almost like this gold is woven. But look at how it flexes. I mean, here, I'm just going to do a little dance with it, just doing the worm.
It almost reminds me of an Egyptian queen goddess necklace.
It reminds Elias of an Egyptian queen. Lobster claw clasp, although that's not what's stealing the show here. It is, of course, 10 karat yellow gold, Italian gold crafted, but it's just woven. It's architecture. It's taking these golden threads and weaving them together in such a way. It gives you this massive look. I mean, we're talking about, I don't want to say only 9.75 grams, because that's ridiculous to say, oh, only 9.75 grams of gold. That's a lot of gold. But it looks like so much more gold. I mean, it looks like an omega chain practically. But if this were an omega chain of solid, non-woven, I mean, the gram weight would be off the charts, and therefore so would the price. This is an 18-inch, so that's going to sit nice and high, kind of because it's fixed. I mean, it is going to sit like an omega once you're wearing it. I mean, you can see the way it's just going to be almost like a herringbone around your neckline when you wear it. So it's going to feel a little bit more like a choker, even though it's not going to be quite that tight, but it's not going to be like another link chain where it's going to droop, I don't say droop, but conform downwards and kind of create that point. Either way, I already don't understand or believe the clearance price that we already had this one on, which is $1,200. Well, after your Live 25 discount code, $899.99 for one of the most meticulous. I mean, this is, looking around at all my pieces, the most meticulously crafted piece that we've had in the entire gold show. And you can just see, oh, look at that gleam. And like, look at how, because it's woven that way, it has that many more surfaces for the light to catch it on. So it's like it's glowing. It's sparkling and glowing at the same time. I mean, I don't even understand how that works. And I trust me, I know a lot about light. I work in video, so I mean, light is my canvas. Even in physics, I was like everyone hated me in physics class because I got a 98 on my light exam, and then they had to, so they couldn't curve the test results when everybody else got like a 60 on it, because I was the jerk who got a 98 on the light exam.
I definitely copy off of you.
You try to. You try to. I wouldn't let you though.
I'd bribe you with food.
It wouldn't work on me, especially back then. You might have more luck today, but.
Be like, I got steak. Steak.
Alex is claiming that he would try and bribe me to copy off my physics exams. Not a chance, Elias. Honesty is a core value of Shop LC. Actually, yeah, I've won 2 honesty awards
Nice.
from the company, which is, I don't know, it's funny to me. I mean, I appreciate it, and I feel like I am, but it's just kind of funny to get an award for being honest.
Talking about honest Abe.
Yeah, honest Casey with, wow.
Right.
I'm still just, the two, I mean, you can tell. If you've been watching me this whole time, you can tell that the two that I just can't take my eyes off of, and I just start talking about random nonsense because I'm just so captivated by it. It's this necklace, and it's the Ethiopian leather opal ring. I mean, they both just derailed me entirely. So I would apologize for that, but I'm not going to because of the ridiculous price that you're getting on it.
Give him a Palma next.
But we're going to move on to a Palma. We got 2 more, and we got 3 minutes to do it.
Yes.
We can do it. We can make it happen. We always do this. I always do this, at least. I bet all of your other hosts, Elias, are a lot more well-behaved when it comes to their timing and moving on and getting to everything. I always end up in a sprint at the very end, like with this 8.2 gram Palma chain in 10 karat yellow gold, 20 inches, gold gifts. It's a 3 millimeter width. I'm trying to make sure at the bottom, this being the opposite, I don't mean to call it a droop, but the way it's going to, look at this. Look at how well crafted it is. I'm just going to twist.
I can see our ladies and our gentlemen's rocking these.
Yes, Elias also points out this is a unisex. He can see the ladies and the gentlemen enjoying this one. But I'm awful with these chains. Like, I get them out here, I start twisting them, I start torturing the chains. But I'm doing that for you. I'm not doing that because I don't like chains. I'm doing it to show you how well crafted they are. That I can twist it like that, and it just coils up like a helix. But then I do that, and it's nice and back to good. It didn't kink, it didn't snag, it didn't snare. It's nice and smooth, buttery smooth, from top to bottom. I mean, I'm going to do that trick I was talking about with the rope textured gold chain, where it just pools into your hand perfectly like it's liquid. It just pools into your hand like it's made of liquid. If it were liquid, it's metal, so I wouldn't have a hand anymore. It would have burned right through it. So it's fine. I'm fine. But anyways, everyday low Shop LC price, $1,319.99. Not today. You're going to use that Live 25 discount code, and when you do, that takes it down to $989.99. Yes, Elias just whistled because even he appreciates the value of this one. It's hard for me to show. Well, okay, a little easier back here, but just those individual links and the way that they weave together.
Let me get in there.
Yeah, now we're kind of pixelated, but you get it. I mean, I can't do a braider or any of that fun stuff. A Boy Scout, I am not. But again, I'm going to do that same little trick where I'm just twisting it around. And look, I got a perfect, that's a perfect, hate to say company names out here, but I just made an Arby's curly Q fry, like to the precise dimensions, just by giving it that twist. And you're like, why are you doing that? Well, just to show you, it's doing that uniform thing. It's so well crafted that you do that to any other chain, a lesser made chain, it's just gonna all over the place, and you're not gonna be able to tell what's going on. But when I do it to this chain, it just does it with complete uniformity because all the links are identical and working together. And even when you attempt to deform them, they all start deforming in the exact same way. Like when I head it down like that, and I just give it a twist, and it just coils up on itself, but it coils perfectly. Another where I bet I can even make a little coil of it.
Now, I'm liking our reviews. We got gentlemen and ladies reviewing this.
Ellie is getting me back on track with before I do too much chain origami out here. Diana F. wrote us a 5-star review. Sparkles is what she titled her review because it certainly does. She bought an 18 and a 20 inch. Unique and lively. Love them both. Thanks, Shop LC. Apparently we had different lengths in this one at a different time. Now we're just down to that 20 inch. And ABCA said, very nice quality and beautiful. Love, love, love my chain. It's the perfect length and the design is very nice. Well, thank you, ABCA. I think somebody just didn't want to put their name out there into the world. I don't blame you, ABCA. But both ABCA and Diana, lovely 5-star reviews, as well as Erin. She wanted something unique and different in a necklace, and it did not disappoint. It's beautiful. She is so glad she bought it, and I'm so glad you bought it too, Erin. And then finally we have, or maybe finally, there's probably even more, but we have Terry, who said, super, smooth, silky, sparkly, and with substantial weight. It's a winner. Yes, substantial weight. 8.2 grams to be precise. Wonderful chain. Wonderful chain. Like I said, 1,319. And did we get the...
Yes, here is your price.
I was just doing the $198 per month on budget pay.
Correct.
Yep, $198 per month on budget pay, 5 easy budget payments, and it is yours. And then, okay, we're pretty much at the end, but we just have these hoop earrings. So I kind of went over those a little bit earlier anyway, so we will just very quickly get those up and in the system so that you can do, okay, this chain was comment sold 119, and these final hoop earrings are going to be comment sold 120. And we don't need too much time on this anyway. You know what a hoop earring is. I know what a hoop earring is. You know what a hoop earring is. These are a 3 by 30 millimeter, meaning the width is 3 millimeters, and then the diameter 30 millimeters. Nice and simple hinge back on them. High near polish finish. 2.3 grams, 1.15 grams per ear. $349.99 is your everyday low Shop LC price, which is a fantastic deal, but it's not good enough for me. It's not good enough for Casey Ford during the live stream. You're going to use that Live25 discount code to bring it all the way down to $262.49. Just $262.49 for 10 karat gold in a nice, beautiful hoop. Nice, beautiful hoop. I'm going to put it back on the stand.
A quick shout out real quick from Leah, who I just seen her comment. She was wanting to see if we could display it.
Okay, for you,
yes,
Leah, absolutely.
I wasn't sure now if she was talking about the palmer or our mesh necklace.
Based on when that came in, I'm guessing she meant the Palma.
Here is both though, just to give her a display.
I'm even going to put the Palma right on my own neck. Granted, you know, it's going to sit probably not as hot. It'll probably sit lower on your neck. I've got a big fat neck. Putting it on me really quickly. This is not the one you're going to get. But then I'm going to put it on the neck form as well. Well, here. Elias swooped in from the side. Wish we had more like a mannequin type situation, but this is how, what were we even calling this one? I just kept calling it the woven gold. Yes, I'll get it on the next display too. I just got so excited about Leah. I wanted to try it on for myself too. Here, Elias, just give me a quick hand.
Yes.
I'm a lot better at these out in the air than I am when they're on my own neck.
Trying to take it off, right?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that little delay there. Trying to do 3 things at once and wrap up the show too. You've been watching me, Casey Ford, during a gold presentation. Okay, we have the, what was the sold 117, I believe, for this one, and 19 for the,
Yes.
what were the numbers on them?
Letting her know to use the Live25 at checkout.
Yes, use the Live25, and here it is on the neck form for the other one, just to kind of give you a little more of like a...
And 118 on our mesh, and then 119 on our Palma.
Sold 118 for the mesh, sold 119 for the Palma. Sold 119 for the Palma. But yes, just giving you the little better sense of that shape. Trying to give you a little bit of, hey, I'm a human for scale there. I think it's going to sit nice and lovely. And hey, if you decide to get in and you don't like how it sits or how it lays, 30-day return policy. Send it right back to us and say, this wasn't what you were looking for. That's the beauty of working with us here at Shop LC and taking advantage of these great deals. But thanks for asking. Thanks for interacting. Whenever you tell me that you need the information like that, it helps me know what I need to be showing to do my job better. So thanks so much for interacting. My name's Casey Ford. You've been watching the Shop LC live stream with gold. And I hope you enjoyed all that gold. I hope you love those chains. I'm still in love with the Ethiopian little opal. I hope somebody takes advantage of that. But again, thank you so much for watching me. Take care. I will probably see you next Thursday.